I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but there is a trend towards intentionally demoralizing propaganda all over the place. I saw a chap today, and he had this lovely t-shirt on, right? And the t-shirt said, or the logo on it was, Dark Future. I saw a sports sponsorship enterprise, and it was called Dark Sports, D-A-R-C, Dark. I saw another chap today wearing a t-shirt saying hate. I mean, does no one else see this? Subliminally, if you were trying to condition someone to feel negative, you would surround them with images or media or wording or music, lyrics or anything which was designed to demoralize them. So companies producing clothing saying negative things all over them is intended to demoralize everybody. It's not an accident. It's intentional. You couldn't accidentally start producing stuff all over the place with messages which are pure negativity by accident. Okay? What was it? Batman? Those films are suddenly The Dark Knight. I mean, come on. I mean, to not see this, you've got to be blind. And you've got people going along with it, because unfortunately a lot of people are morons. I see it though. And I find it disgusting. But it's supposed to be disgusting, because the people who are doing it want that outcome. They want people to be demoralized. A few years ago there was a clothing brand which wrote collusion on all of its clothing. I mean, come on. This isn't accidental. So what we have is a situation whereby a particular group of people have their fingers in a lot of pies, in a lot of industries, and they are concerned with keeping people's morale low. The reason I dress smartly is to keep my morale high, and to inspire other people to also keep their morale high, and make them aware that they are all dressing like reprobates. The whole of my nation has been conditioned to wear clothing that makes them look immature, stupid, helpless, messy, unkempt, and irresponsible. Look at the average person in the street nowadays and tell me it isn't true. I used to, well, without meaning to, I used to dress in a way that was less than smart. And then I realized, hang on a minute, people have been conditioned to do this. I don't want to be like that. I thought to myself, the last time that this country was functioning properly, people actually dressed as though they had self-respect. So I decided to dress in a way that demonstrates self-respect, and also respect for the people I'm interacting with. Well, these guys, this particular small group of people who are trying to demoralize everyone, they wouldn't want that. No. They want people to wear clothing which makes them look disheveled, ignorant, lazy, uninspired, unmotivated, unprofessional. No, they want them to dress like losers. And if you look around yourself, that's how everyone, a lot of people, most people, seem to have begun dressing. It's been gradual, but it was not accidental. The same as feminism. It's been gradual, but it was not accidental. These are just tools which have been used to undermine the structures of our society. Today, I overheard on a radio that someone had on, the Prime Minister is about to suffer a challenge to his leadership. In our country, we have had far too many changes of leadership in the last 20 years. Far too many. It does not help the nation to have leaders changed every 5 minutes. It makes it seem unstable. This is not accidental. This is intentional. At the moment, our country is essentially under occupation. Or at least our government is. You might think that sounds a little bit far-fetched, but it's not. All you have to do is put the pieces of the puzzle together and you'll see it. It's very clear. I don't like it. And there are ways of standing up against it. And the first way is with yourself, in yourself. Treat yourself with respect. Look around you. See what's being done. Reject it. It's been said, be the change you want to see in the world. Okay, start there. It's a pretty good piece of advice. But look around you at your country, because you are part of the country. It belongs to you and you belong to it. And we're all responsible for it. So try to show yourself self-respect. Behave in a way which demonstrates respect for others. You don't have to be perfect. You can be silly now and then. But generally speaking, I think it's worthwhile noting that there is a massive effort via many different industries, that is the fashion industry is involved, the media industry is involved, the publishing industry is involved. I don't know, if you were trying to demoralize a nation using media, subliminally put messages, subliminally put into, not even so subliminally, put into media, how would you go about doing it? Because that's what these guys are doing. They're using your own systems against you. They can't be that open about it. They can be a little bit open about it. But once you see it, you'll be shocked, because you may not have actually consciously looked at it. When you are aware of it, it becomes quite horrifying. And then you realize that it's up to you, it's your responsibility to begin the process of fighting back against it. But you begin with yourself. I don't know what else to say, really. I mean, you've got films, the rise of this, yeah, and the rise of that, the rise of the dark this, the dark that. It's all intended to demoralize you, to make you think that negative things are normal. Think about it. If you wanted to program yourself to be positive, would you put negative imagery and messages around yourself? I wouldn't. I would put positive messages and positive imagery around myself. It's not accidental what's happening. Yes, unfortunately, some people go along with the crowd, but at its origin, it's not accidental. A demoralized population of a country will be easier to manipulate, and that country will be easier to manipulate and subvert and control. And that is what's happening in our nation right now. That's why the leadership is a mess, because they can't say anything. You can't get into leadership position now having a backbone about something. You can't do it. And if you did find yourself in a leadership position, it would be because you were a soft touch. And if you developed a backbone, you would suffer what is currently going on in government, which is a leadership challenge. This never used to happen. You had a prime minister, and they were a prime minister for term, and that was it. Nowadays, so as to present the population with a destabilized government. All the time we see leadership challenge. Oh, so-and-so said such and such. Oh, leadership challenge. It's a joke. Leadership has been destroyed and replaced with a puppet show called politics. It's a joke. Anyone with half a brain can see it. I see it. I'm not the only one, and I encourage other people to see it too. This is what's going on in our nation now, and it has to be stopped. But if you are involved in trying to stop it, beware, because those who are orchestrating this puppet show will try to hijack anything you do and try and either make you look bad or blow you up into sort of over I don't know how to put this, sort of manipulate you by hijacking what you're doing and overblowing it, if that's the right phrase, to try and undermine it. So whatever you do, just bear in mind this is what's happening, and it can be fixed, it can be stopped, but it requires effort to do so. I don't know what else to say on this topic for now. Just keep your eyes open and look at the horrendous messages that are being put around everywhere. It's subliminal programming. It's essentially what you would call psychological warfare, but it's being conducted by a particular group of people using the media and other means against the entire population of our countries. And it's not just this country. I say countries because it's other countries too. I'm sure they're doing the same thing in other countries to try and drag everyone's morale down so that their country can be essentially fed upon by this particular group of people. Wake up to what's going on and we can fix it.